Hey guys, how's it going? Quick update on 661 Turbo build. We are getting close. So again, I've been super busy with work this week. I just haven't had time. But so my first goal was to get this thing running solid on the standard carb, standard coil, and we did that. Did run into some issues. I actually, towards the end of where, before I tore this all down, there was a little bit of a lean spot, like a lean stutter on the low side on even when it was on M-tronic. And checked everything over. Everything seemed fine. This thing has like almost brand new crank seals in it. New intake boot, and then I put the standard carb on there and it was significantly noticeable. Just a spot where it was just dead lean on the low jet. So come to find out, I pressure tested the feed line, the fuel feed line coming from the tank to go up to the carb. Tested out fine. About 3 weeks ago, tested out fine. Well, I was messing around with it, trying to get the thing to idle and not completely fall on its face when you hit the throttle. So I checked that line again, and it wasn't until I grabbed a hold of that line and pulled on it and then tried to pressurize it, and I could hear that there was definitely a leak in that line. And the leak was right, this little piece right here goes down in through the tank, and your feed hose goes up into there and then to the carburetor. Well, it was leaking right there. And so when I pulled the line down, you could really tell that it was leaking right there. So of course I didn't have another line, so I basically just used the old line, the top of the old line, cut the bottom of it off and used that as a grommet and just ran a piece of fuel hose down through there and put a filter on it. Works fine. And then I also just did the same thing, put a new impulse line on there. That way I could know that everything was okay. So it does run super good with everything addressed there. I just threw a quick pipe on it because it's easy to bolt on and bolt off, so I could test. One other thing I had to do was I had to swap the rod, the choke lever and everything over from the M-tronic carburetor onto this one to get the choke to work, because it uses a different style choke. So just trying to get it. It's a little finicky to start. Actually, I really probably need to look and see if the flywheel is the same part number on the M-tronic versus the standard carb, because I actually have not even looked into that. I don't see why it would be any different, but the timing could be different, but it is running and the choke works. Let's see if it'll restart. See, when you try to start it, it just acts funny. Hard it is to start. It's a coil from Wolf Creek Saw Shop, but they're supposed to be decent. I don't know, but anyways, quick update. About to put this turbo back together with the ball bearing upgrade. So, and I'll bring you along for when we finish the charge pipe. But I am gonna, that thing's a bitch to start. And that's just, it's not gonna be any fun trying to get this thing tuned in if you can't even start it. So we'll get it straightened out, but I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.